Greetings, dear viewers, greetings from my channel. I hope you're having a great day. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the video. Zooey Deschanel and Jonathan Scott celebrate a special anniversary. Actress Zooey Deschanel and HGTV star Jonathan Scott recently commemorated a milestone anniversary. To commemorate the day they became engaged 2 years ago, they individually posted on Instagram. Zooey Deschanel and Jonathan Scott acknowledged that they need to figure out their wedding. Scott and Deschanel announced their 2-year engagement on August 13th. "I adore him. Like a lot," the actress captioned the photo on Instagram. "Happy anniversary." To which Scott replied, "I love you back. Like a lot. Oh, how time flies when you're in love," the Property Brothers star wrote in a special anniversary tribute. August 13th, 2023. "On that finger I applied a. I suppose we ought to work things out, so I Deschanel." In 2023, Scott devised a complex scheme for Deschanel. He revealed the romantic circumstances of their engagement in an interview with Page 6 in April 2024. "We were the last persons on the grounds when we arrived to Edinburgh Castle. They remarked, 'Oh, there's a pipe band playing,' since I had everything set up. 'Would you like to go listen?' Scott remembered. 'We went up to this beautiful bluff overlooking the city and this pipe band is playing,' the HGTV personality went on. Then a guitar suddenly came forward and began to play our song, Harvest Moon by Neil Young. Her reaction is, 'Wait, what?' The children then raised a flag that read, 'Will you marry me?' She sobbed and replied, 'Yes.' Scott revealed, 'And I'm a blubbering mess. Like I can't make it through the wedding, so it's going to be a disaster.' Jonathan Scott provides the most recent wedding news. The couple has obviously been enjoying their lengthy engagement, and according to Scott's most recent update, they haven't had time to organize a wedding. Scott provided the most recent information in an interview with People in August 2025. "We've been having a great time traveling with the kids and filming this show Chasing the West on HGTV and other things," he remarked. "So no, we haven't actually made any plans yet, and it's been 2 years since I proposed," the HGTV personality continued. Scott claims that although they don't have any specific plans, they both have a broad notion of what matters to them. He stated, "We want to get together with our friends and family and have a good time, so whatever we do has to mean something to us. We want it to be really, really private." Jonathan Scott of HGTV discusses whether he and Zooey Deschanel will leave Los Angeles. Does Jonathan Scott want to return to the country? Although Scott was raised on a ranch, he and his fiancée Zooey Deschanel currently reside in Los Angeles. He is undoubtedly missing that way of life after filming his new HGTV series, Chasing the West, alongside his brother Drew Scott. Jonathan Scott discusses if he and Zooey Deschanel are leaving Los Angeles. Scott discussed the prospect of him and Deschanel relocating to a larger space in an August 2025 interview with People. However, considering that ranch life also entails a great deal of labor, it seems doubtful. "She rides a horse. She was a jumper." According to the HGTV personality, she enjoys having space and horses. "She definitely enjoys having the space and room to run, but I don't think she's so into the dirty work of the ranch," he continued. "Zooey is definitely a city girl. She loves the finer things, but she is an equestrian," Scott disclosed in an interview with Extra on July 31st. "She used to jump, and our kids have been riding. Without a doubt, our family is equestrian." Scott responded, "It is a lot of work, but it is a lot of reward," when asked what he enjoys most about ranch life. "There is nothing that I would exchange it for." Jonathan Scott claims that he was inspired to leave the city by a new HGTV show. Scott discussed in an August 1st, 2025, interview with Country Living how Chasing the West brought back memories of his ranch upbringing. He remembered, "You could literally ride into the forest for days." The family ranch in Alberta, which Scott described as very much like Colorado and Montana, was constructed by us when we were a little older in our teens. Scott said, "Oh yeah," when asked if working on the show made him want to leave the city. "I was experiencing life via these families. I miss having that much space," the HGTV star added. Additionally, it's not the same even though Zoe and I currently own an acreage and have some space to move, which we adore. In other words, we grew up right on the brink of the Rocky Mountains, he remarked. Some of the most stunning properties I have ever seen were the locations where we shot, which included Texas, Arizona, Northern and Southern California, and other locations. And that does make me have that itch to get out of the city a little bit, Scott continued. Fans are making demands after Jonathan Scott's anniversary post to Zooey Deschanel this August marks 2 years since they became engaged and 6 years since HGTV star Jonathan Scott first met actress Zooey Deschanel while filming a carpool karaoke episode. To commemorate the event, both sent heartfelt notes on Instagram, but Jonathan's was the one that truly had followers talking. Jonathan wrote, "Oh, how time flies when you're in love," in his anniversary post, which included a carousel of pictures of the couple together, starting with their engagement picture taken in front of the Scottish castle where he proposed. August 13, 2023. On that finger I applied a. I suppose we ought to work things out, Zooey Deschanel. Although the majority of fan responses were encouraging and congrats, Jonathan's admission that the wedding arrangements are still in the works apparently allowed some to voice their thoughts, such as 2 years? Why are you waiting? And do you know when the wedding bells will ring? In all uppercase, one even yelled, "And no excuse! Jonathan, give her the wedding of a lifetime. Now do it." "I don't understand long engagements, especially when you know for sure you're meant for each other," was the most widely shared comment of all. "Get married right away." Many went to Jonathan and Zoe's defense in response, pointing out that enjoying the engagement period is perfectly acceptable, and that busy schedules, booking things, a lot of factors. Why must it constantly be hurried? They should enjoy this phase of their lives as they make plans for the future. Jonathan allowed the criticism to fade away, but a few days later, he had to put an end to rumors after another of his Instagram photos sparked a flurry of fan discussion. The HGTV personality was clutching a sledgehammer in his trademark flannel in this particular photo, but he was also sporting a pink tutu, and the words "The life of a girl dad" were displayed on the sparkly background. Congratulatory messages began to pour in after that, mistaking the post for the couple's pregnancy announcement. One person commented, "OMG," and Zooey Deschanel's nail colors on her anniversary post too, in reference to the picture in his earlier post, which was shot 2 years ago, as it should be noted. Jonathan finally got into the comments saying, "The album will be available on October 3rd. Calm down." He clarified that his remark was only a reference to Taylor Swift's next album, The Life of a Showgirl. Remember that Jonathan is already a girl dad. It is commonly known that Zoe views Jonathan as a bonus dad by her 2 children, Elsie, age 10, and Charlie, age 8, whom she shares with her ex-husband Jacob Petchenik. When Jonathan and his twin brother Drew Scott were interviewed by Country Living before to the debut of their HGTV program, Chasing the West, it was clear how close they were. While it's not nearly as distant as the horse ranch he grew up on in Canada, Jonathan mentioned the house he lives with Zoe in Los Angeles, which is an acreage that provides them some room to move. He responded, "I know for Zoe and me, it's the kids," when asked what people should think about when considering a relocation from the city to a ranch, the topic of Chasing the West. Making sure the children have the greatest childhood experiences and learning and development opportunities is the goal of everything we do. While traveling with Zooey Deschanel's 2 children, Jonathan Scott offers a unique glimpse into his stepdad responsibilities. Deschanel and her ex-husband Jacob Petchenik have 2 children together, Elsie Otter, age 10, and Charlie Wolf, age 8. Jonathan Scott recently gave fans a unique look at his stepdad responsibilities. Property Brothers Contractor shows fiancée Zooey Deschanel's 2 children riding on top of their luggage as they wheel around an airport in an Instagram photo from August 12. Deschanel and her ex-husband Jacob Petchenik have 2 children together, Elsie Otter, age 10, and Charlie Wolf, age 8. A day prior to Scott and Deschanel's celebration of their 2-year engagement anniversary, the post was made. Jonathan Scott is carrying some valuable goods. Property Brothers actor posted a cute glimpse of his stepdad responsibilities while on vacation on August 12. The 47-year-old HGTV anchor wheeled 2 carry-on bags through an airport terminal in a video that was uploaded to Instagram. However, Zooey Deschanel's two children, Charlie Wolf, age 8, and Elsie Otter, age 10, were riding on top of those bags. Does anyone else enjoy handling every caption? In the caption, Scott writes the post, which was put to Better Together by Jack Johnson, got a lot of positive feedback in the comments area. Egypt Sherrod, a former HGTV star, even included 3 crying laughing emojis. The 45-year-old new girl actress and her ex-husband Jacob Pechenik have children together. Elsie, the couple's daughter, was born in July 2015, and Charlie, their boy, in May 2017. Despite their 2019 breakup, the pair maintains a positive co-parenting dynamic. Scott, who proposed to Deschanel in August 2023, has been actively involved in being the kids' bonus dad since the divorce. Scott acknowledged in a June 2023 interview with People that assuming the post wasn't simple. The fact that the kids didn't always run up and jump in my arms and give me a big hug was one thing that was difficult early on, he said. They would answer, "That's not my daddy, he's my Jonathan," in response to someone saying, "Oh, your daddy's so hilarious," on multiple occasions while they were out with other kids. That would be somewhat painful. In their perspective, it's not a cruel thing to say, it's how they know me, he continued. The pair was celebrating the 2nd anniversary of their engagement the day before the tweet was made. The Elf actress and the presenter of Chasing the West posted their greatest moments from their relationship on Instagram on Wednesday, August 13th. Scott made Deschanel's multicolored stone engagement ring the focal point of his piece. "When you're in love, time flies. August 13th, 2023, on that finger I applied a..." Scott captioned the photo, "I guess we should figure this out, love you." Deschanel, meanwhile, captioned the photo saying, "I love him. Like a lot. Cheers to your anniversary." Scott said, "Love you back like a lot," in the comments section. To keep informed about the best that People has to offer, from captivating human interest stories to celebrity news, subscribe to their free daily email. In an interview with People earlier this month, Scott stated that the couple has not actually made any plans yet for a wedding despite their protracted engagement. He remarked, "We've been having a great time traveling with the kids and filming and everything." According to Scott, they have lately traveled to France and Italy and even had some beach time. He mentioned that he tries to travel to Europe every single year with his fiancée. Go to People to read the original article. Pregnancy rumors are sparked by an HGTV star's remark about a girl dad. Are Jonathan Scott and Zooey Deschanel expecting? Although HGTV star Jonathan Scott is not expecting a daughter, fans congratulated him and his fiancée Zooey Deschanel on their impending baby girl in a recent Instagram post. The Property Brothers actor posted a picture on Thursday that humorously reinterpreted Taylor Swift's Wednesday album cover reveal of The Life of a Showgirl. The Canadian contractor was shown carrying a hammer while wearing a plaid shirt and t-shirt on Scott's fictitious record cover, The Life of a Girl Dad. He added whimsical girl dad accents such as a pink tutu, glittery confetti, and what looked like blush and eyeshadow on his face. Album out October 3rd, which is the day Swift's album is released, was the caption Scott posted. Many fans, on the other hand, thought Scott and Deschanel's baby girl was due in October and took the message as a pregnancy announcement. Hundreds of congratulations were left, and one fan said, "Yay! I'm very thrilled for you too, OMG. Congratulations." Another person said, "Yay! How thrilling. You two are very adorable. And you'll be a fantastic father to girls." Some people, though, had a different opinion. As one commentator noted, "You guys, I'm pretty sure this is just a joke because everyone is making these funny pictures after Taylor Swift announced her new album called The Life of a Showgirl." The user was right. Later, Scott changed his caption to read, "Calm down. Just an homage to Taylor Swift." However, it's unclear if this clarification was noticed by all of the supporters who initially believed the post to be a pregnancy announcement. Following their meeting on the set of James Corden's Carpool Karaoke, Scott and the former New Girl actor began dating in August 2019. They are not yet married, but they became engaged in August 2023. Despite not being legally married, Scott has become the stepfather to Deschanel's two children from her former marriage to Jacob Pechenik. Elsie Otter, age 10, and Charlie Wolf, age 8. He appeared to be jokingly reflecting on his experience as Deschanel's daughter's stepfather in this Swift-inspired post. We might be compensated if you use one of our links to make a purchase or create an account. By using this website, you accept our user agreement and acknowledge that, in line with our privacy policy, we, social media, and other third-party partners may collect, record, and/or retain your clicks, interactions, and personal information.